All right, everyone. Hey, welcome, everybody, to the exclusive first look at World of Warcraft Dragonflight.
Yes.
These are the Dragon Isles right here.
Yep.
They're in Insulindic, is that right?
Yes.
I think that's north of Northrend.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's way up there.
All right, let's get into the game and
roll up some evokers.
Yeah, see what our Drakthir evoker looks like.
Yep.
He's got a hat, tear bag, and some mutton chops.
Yes.
I don't think I've gotten to the part where I've unlocked my dragon powers yet. That might be like a post-alpha thing.
There's Rathion up at the turntable.
Yes, that's right. Right here.
Yep.
Hardcore.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Oops.
I think Jeff said Suna might have something, but a check that was affected by stuff you've done.
What is it?
There.
Oh, yes, it's logic check.
Oh, yes.
From 300 million hole in the world. Let's see how high I can boost
Yeah.
my logic. Let's see, right now... Oh, it's not boosted at all, so... I know I have some logic clothes.
Lovely jacket.
Glasses.
Oh, the hat.
This also has logic, but less than my hat.
Also, it's awful.
Yes, it's awful. You know, it's probably great for the function it serves.
Yes.
But
when Harry wears it.
Harry's not in the rice field.
Yes.
At least not yet. That might be later. It might be on one of the islands or something. Alright, +4 logic.
Yes, what is it?
Whew, still low.
Yeah.
It's not red though.
Yeah, so you can retry if you want.
How many skill points do I have?
You've got 3 points. And honestly, you might want to save them.
Okay.
I feel like if you're gonna do like main story stuff tonight, there might be things you want to pump.
Okay. Will I be able to do this later?
Yes, you can definitely come back here.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to do before confronting Ruby.
Oh, did you want to talk to Joyce since she'd moved down to the
That's
fishing
right,
village?
Joyce. Yes. See if I can get her to disclose the location of the mercenaries. Or if she has any other new dialogue about her lost love or whatever.
Yeah. I imagine she's got stuff to say about the fishing village. I don't remember if I talked to her after she moved down here.
There she is.
Probably.
Oh, she's on the dock now.
Yeah.
Joyce
I'll
Messier.
just keep the
Messier.
Corder Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
I did not know what the difference is.
Neither.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordelate red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White. How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Hey, don't mind that, Joyce.
Yeah.
You focus on yourself.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
Oh, this is all your fault. I have no idea what's happening. It's not a real city like that.
Yeah.
She could easily just... Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Celindian, Isola. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Let's see.
Of course, anything to help. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're likely to be armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them
Oh,
eventually.
hey, I'm
When that
I got logic.
happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
It's nice that you got your logic up for this.
Yeah.
Go for it.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates.
Yeah.
The one chanting
Definitely suspected that.
slogans.
Yeah.
He's barely maintaining his disguise.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a border keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I hope I can answer it better.
Okay.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Daisy, how is your cyst? So gross.
Hopefully better. Okay, this is like the hostile barbell.
Yeah.
Self-crime novel seeking topic for Andre. It's a volition check for choice.
I don't remember what that is. It's probably buried in her dialogue tree somewhere.
Yeah.
The measurehead check is definitely to try to punch him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's not happening.
And you don't really need to at this point.
I mean, if I can't pass the barbell check, I'm not passing the punch measurehead check. Warded door. Oh, yeah. That's in the bookstore, right?
Oh, maybe. Maybe, like, there's a check to, like, knock it down if Plaisance doesn't just let you in.
Oh, okay.
I guess you could still go back and break the door if you really wanted to.
Yeah, just kick it down. Well, I don't know what the difference between the white and the black ones are.
I think the black ones you might have already tried.
Oh,
and, like,
okay.
you would have to
I would have
point
to,
it
like,
into
spend it.
reroll.
Okay, that makes
The
more sense.
white ones might be available now.
Okay.
Or it might be the other way around. I'm honestly not sure. That one's definitely available because that's the one where you ask
Yes.
for a date.
Okay.
Sometime I'll have to like see what happens if you actually pass that, but I've never even attempted it. I knew I would die from cringe.
You think we're ready to...
Sure.
Okay. Embracing for whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder maybe I should put some certain clothes on. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like authority or something.
Yeah, I feel like there was one check I deliberately didn't take because I was worried about what would happen if I passed it, and I think that was half light. I think there might also be authority or rhetoric.
Okay. I'll just see what I can throw on of those two. There's rhetoric.
But mostly I just remembered you're well stocked on like healing items, so
Okay.
that's
Oh,
probably
God.
the most important thing.
That's minus authority.
Oh, you might also wear like the body armor.
Okay. I was kind of afraid of wearing the body armor if, like, the mercs saw me wearing it. If that would upset them. But, yeah, that might be a good idea for my own safety. Here's authority. RC Lieutenant's cap. So fluff. I thought I had more rhetoric stuff. I guess not. I guess not. Alright, which one was the body armor?
It was some kind of
This,
Quirus?
I think.
Yeah.
Fairweather T500 Quirus.
I don't know how to say that word.
Yeah.
You would lose a rhetoric.
Is that the only body armor I have? I know the boots, I think, went with the body.
Yeah, I don't think you have the head. You have like the gauntlets. I don't remember if those are part of
Yeah,
it.
here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Yeah, I don't know if I ever found the head.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Kuno's dad is wearing it. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think it's near the guy and his son. That's right. I think.
Yeah. I think to get in, you have to go through the
that's
basement
right.
now, that
Yeah.
like drainage ditch.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Because you already teleported up to the top of the roof.
Yeah, that's true. What's over here? Oh, super. Oh, let's see some chat.
We're just talking about how to pronounce
I've always
Quirus.
I've always pronounced it Quirus. I've heard some people pronounce it Curious too.
Dazen. How do you pronounce the armor you are wearing right now?
Queerus, with stress on the second syllable. Huh. Okay. Whew. Oh, I should put my flashlight on.
Yeah, that'd probably be good to have.
I guess I could equip my gun, but I don't think those 2 bullets are going to do anything.
I think if you end up needing your gun, you'll have, like, dialogue options to pull it out, probably.
Okay. I think this is to the upper.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, okay. There's a Titan exotic chess piece in Destiny that is a Queerus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's used a lot.
That definitely seems like the kind of thing a Titan would wear.
Yeah. This is some sort of mold.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
All you will find here is pain.
Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Oh, suggestion. Okay.
Oh, for your date.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I forget the girl's name, but she deserves a better father than me.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. Wanted to check that before going into the room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A hat.
Oh. To Missouri socioeconomics. Okay.
You have to wear that to your next communist
It's
meeting.
exactly the thought I had. There's a ladder there. There's a picture, too. Dust and spider webs.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Those millennials.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
I wonder if this could be the location of a murder weapon.
Yes.
A window over here. Ah. Okay. I've liked electrochemistry.
Yeah, electrochemistry is very good. I need to actually do a playthrough where I take a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
To see how electrochemistry reacts.
You do have to bear the pain of disappointing Kim, though. I imagine.
Oh.
Well, we have a fork here.
Yeah.
Unnatural buzzing. Okay. Well, that solves the fork problem.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down, uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but... Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Yep. This might be a save point if you want to throw another one down.
Oh. Yay.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field. Wow, check out the big brains on you. You're not entirely wrong. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Now, is any of this hardcore?
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't sound like anodic dance music.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented.
Kim.
We're beyond that, aren't we?
Oh,
What a
yeah.
nerd.
Way beyond. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Way too much bass to be hypnotic.
Yeah, this wasn't voice acted when I played, so it's really interesting hearing the mattress.
Rosaline.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader. not like the murder weapon.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't feel
Yeah.
much better, but you can form sentences now.
Yeah. That's
Thinking
the
doesn't
check I was
matter.
worried about passing.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to...
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but
All good, officer. Be careful.
she looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Oops.
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes, it is.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've misread the situation from the beginning. And now her finger squeezes the trigger. No, wait. Finally, it comes to you. A way to connect with her.
Oh, God.
She flashes you an incredulous grin. Then she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me. You can't let this break you.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Oh, we're outside. I think. Oh, maybe not. There's a tent.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out. You see a rolled-up sleeping bag and personal belongings.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
The lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines. Magazines? You should look through them. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. She watches by, motionless.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism. Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis, she was going through a tough time. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I don't think she killed the mercenary.
Yeah.
It looks like she might have been framed. Too bad we didn't really get to hear her side of the story.
This whole thing was a detour, and a fatal one, he thinks. Don't get emotional.
By the Hardy Boys, by Classier, by us. Classier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or... Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Oh, your new thought.
Oh boy. That's
Quite a time for this, yeah.
Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
That's the bonus. All right.
I think that does unlock some dialogue bonuses somewhere, but I don't remember
Okay.
where. Oh, some healing items, because you probably need those now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder how much intel I'm missing out on for destroying that machine. Oh, it allows you to talk to Kim about it.
Okay.
Yes? Okay. Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Gosh.
That's Kim's business and his alone.
Yes.
Oh, I think I can go to the church and then work from there.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything will be just fine once we get to the whirling. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's
a great sign.
That's a good sign. Make me hoof it over there.
I think there may be some important hand-eye coordination checks coming up.
Okay.
That's the only one I remember. And authority.
Okay. Let's see, hand-eye coordination, I assume is yellow, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay.
yellow.
And authority would be purple. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's that and authority.
Okay.
But you might also want to keep all your body armor
Okay.
equipped if there's a choice. Probably fine to switch out the gauntlets, but I would definitely keep the cuirass.
Okay.
Don't have a
Seem to
ton.
have much
You might already have it
here.
equipped.
Oh, but it is a
I think that's
chest piece.
I think that's a jacket.
Oh, okay.
It might go over your shirt.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I thought I had more authority pieces.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Unless you're already wearing some of them. I think the hat might be one.
Okay.
But you might be having
I'm not-
a negative from something
Yeah,
else.
let's see here.
It might be I think you have a thought. Maybe that's negative.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh,
these
and those
glasses.
Get those
Okay.
off.
Okay. I guess I can take them.
Honorable one,
Oh.
you've accumulated a substantial amount of points of your life. You are a man most virtuous. Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, honorable one? Oh, the modesty on this one.
Oh boy!
Honor points for you.
This is a bad time, authority.
Yeah.
You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop. Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return is not archaic. How can you even think that? Selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for nomadic Ilmarin tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gordi, as it is for your neighborhood postman. No, no, no. You see, you're putting the needs of others above yours. You get nothing in return, not even praise. You always get the short, noble,
Oh
and
god,
modesty.
this is very, like, cop.
Yeah.
Good
Don't
lord.
think about it too much. Just say it. Are you ready to get knee-deep in honor? You continue to display such humility. This is to be admired. Refusing praise for your personal integrity is most honorable indeed. Good. You feel its presence. Now you are ready for the right of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O honorable one, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and catch.
My goodness.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum. Stick it in, form the arch of
Arch of
honor.
Honors. I have the name for the next stream.
Yeah.
Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their hearts, and their...
I just put one authority item on.
They are the honor fallen. You brought much shame on your family. Your name will forever be tarnished by this most shameful.
Oh no!
Be forever.
This is gonna be psychic damage.
Oh, thank God. Still, I think it was a good call to not stick your thumb up your asshole in front of Kim.
Yeah, I didn't want to frighten Kim or make him uncomfortable. Oh, I think maybe I should talk to Joyce first.
Yeah, then maybe. I didn't do that when I played, but yeah, now that... the situation has changed.
You're back. Good.
Oh, I guess
What
she
can I
doesn't
help
have
you
anything
with?
right now.
Let's see.
Oh.
Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of...
I love that you got... That's right. You got that honor prompt right after you stopped obsessing about your sexuality.
That's very apt. Okay, there's the water walk. Yeah. I don't want to load back the save just because I'm streaming it, but I am very curious about what happens if that situation with Ruby goes differently.
Stop. Now, it is time. Yes, and it's not going to be fun. Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Should I equip my gun?
I would equip your gun now, yes. And maybe save again.
Okay.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
I think that coordination is a better police officer than authority.
Yeah.
Should I unequip the tear bag, though?
I don't know. You might find some terror.
Alright, another save. New save.
Remember, Kim's got your back.
Yes.
I'm all out of shits to give, Loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, Loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first. The Mercenary Tribunal. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Jesus.
Pig, fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. The big one. If you talk to him, he will rattle you, not the other way around. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Points rep does not approve of this. Let's see. I wonder if any of these dialogue options will skip the options for these checks.
I don't know. This might be the only time you can take any of those red checks. I'm not sure.
Yeah? Who did that?
Oh god.
Yeah? Who the fuck is Ruby?
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
A suspect. Ruby is a suspect we chased down on the coast. She was hiding.
You think I'm fucking stupid? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now? Huh? Go ahead. Tell me about some cunt who killed herself one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Look, loincloth. I'm a funny clown.
Fuck this!
There's a coarse shuffle against something. Is it a gun?
Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
He'll be ripped apart. They all will. The
Oh,
moment
crap.
the third man opens fire, and he knows it. International something. International law.
Look around, you livestock! We're about to butcher the lot of you. Where is your international law?
There will be ramifications, but there don't need to be. Let's go inside and discuss what our investigation has uncovered. We have important...
We're not fucking coming anywhere, Stay-a-Light.
God.
I think that didn't go great.
A small explosion expels the bullet from the chamber. With a puff of smoke, it hits the man square in the chest, producing a soft clicking sound in the armor, like dice rolling.
Go ahead. Give it another try.
Can you put any points into anything right now, or is that locked off?
Oh, I guess I can. Maybe.
The only one I would think would be hand-eye coordination.
I got skill load.
Yeah.
I'm all out.
Put your...
Shut up.
This is the mercenary at the gates.
This is a misunderstanding. Not the crypt. You are all...
Ease.
He is peaceful. Nest in...
Fuck. There's a...
This third, the lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Get lost.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today.
No one is going to kill...
With a wordless gurgle, the leader gives a small... Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him... No, I'm big peace.
Okay.
Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have.
Let's have a
Then
rhetoric
move
check.
down from that. Please.
Can't save now, can I? No. I wonder if I should put more points before trying this, or... I have 4 skill points.
You've maxed out your rhetoric.
Oh, my rhetoric's maxed, so, yeah.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
I am a Cornell major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
King Reaper. You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Let's see.
Yeah? Who did that? How fucking convenient.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
I would guess the sniper one would be the best.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot Suck it. Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper. One more time.
Listen, please.
Ugh.
This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in them. He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts. The shot rings.
Fuck this!
There's a course.
Gene!
He'll be ripped apart. They all will. The moment the third man opens fire, and he knows it.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
Oh, God.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost? She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21. About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end.
Not today, Rude. That'll be me today.
She has fallen silent.
T, let's fucking do it.
Gene!
Easy, easy now.
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal. You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted.
She's gone, you stupid fuck! Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos.
As you look to the bay, you see a small green sail on the horizon, by the crumbling sea fort, growing smaller.
Stay cool! How is she?
I'll be okay.
She'll be gone soon, too. Company bitch is gone. Laylee's cunt is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Oh, shit.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow, like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. A low shot rings. You feel a tapping, like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
God, please.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
Oof. That took more than 2 health points?
Yeah.
You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis
I don't think it's possible
explodes.
to make that check
your
anyway.
Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you've got. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Most of what's down there.
Oh God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares? No one wants you anyway. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Wants to party with me.
Stay with me.
Yes.
I don't know any of this
You
dialogue.
hear me?
Yeah.
Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him, a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
God.
No, you say
God.
and hand out your firearm.
Yeah, I would have restarted.
Yeah.
And your eyes.
That is the one check I would have re-rolled.
That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door. Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there screaming along with all of them, scaring each other, haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
Tribunal scene is just extremely intense.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any action game or horror game where I've ever been that wound up.
Yeah.
It turns double, then triple from the pain.
It's really testament to the writing.
Yeah. Jesus. You did very well. Thanks. Compared to how I did it, I think Elizabeth didn't get shot, but someone else did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how... I don't think you can save everybody. I don't know how good or how bad it can go.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Oh yeah, you cleaned your room.
Yeah. Piss jacket.
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
Piss jacket? Get what that is?
Yeah, I don't know.
What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive too. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got a jump on me. I killed her. And that's what happened. The Pole was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. Company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. This is the one. 4. Glenn, Theo, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name. The gardener. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
All. Yes, officer. 6 people are dead.
Oh, that's
it's
a
not
bug.
a success.
What's that?
Oh, he said 6 people are dead when the text says 7.
Oh, yeah.
+1. Ruby.
God.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire. We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
No. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you. I did. No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me. Easy now.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter. I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
He's wrong.
Okay. Yes, God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to? Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Can I take a quick break?
Sure.
I need to kick this cat off me and use the bathroom. Poor Daisy. I'm mostly just talking about how bad the tribunal can possibly go.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's a bug. The piss jacket line is a bug from those guys who could have taken the jackets from. Yeah. Yeah, Kim definitely doesn't swear much. It gives the times he does much more impact. There's an alternate version where if Kim gets shot, you partner with Kuno instead. I can't tell if you're joking or not. Oh God. But I just got like my last exchange with Kuno was like getting on his bad side for not giving him the drugs from his dad. So I guess the piss jacket line was a bug.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking. That like you could have been wearing that if you'd done that one check with
yeah.
Fuck the world and piss.
No, Kim seemed confused when I brought it up, so maybe.
Yeah.
And I guess if Kim dies there, Kuno becomes my partner?
Yeah. I don't think he can die. I think he ends up in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Kuno can become your partner if Kim is taken
insane.
out of action.
Oh, this thing's fixed.
Hey. Oh, nice. Oh, and your bathtub is empty?
Oops.
Oh, you can walk into Kim's room now.
Oh, cool. I actually covered the other dialogue thing. I'll never know what that comment about the bathtub is. You gonna let me walk in there? Or... You're just gonna let me open and shut it? That's weird.
I thought you could go in there.
There we go.
Okay.
6:50 a.m. Wow, Kim. Early bird.
Mm-hmm.
Scalpel, antibiotic. Kim put me under the knife? My God.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go? I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loitering in this.
Okay.
Oh, I guess you can't go through his front door. That's a lot.
I could probably put my gun away.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need to
have it drawn when I go out. Yeah, maybe I should.
Alright, Daisy, my lab is available again if you need to sleep.
Yes.
But if you also want to just purr into the microphone.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Alright. Thank you, Claudia.
A gift. I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate. Focused. The medicine cabinet is empty. Not
she even took a toothbrush?
Pity.
Of course you were going to chime in electrochemistry.
I always took you for more of a drunk than a chemical abuser, Lieutenant Hefreiter. Should we go? Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
I look like I'm about to flash someone in this trench coat.
Yeah.
There's a little ballistics line.
Yeah.
Okay. Daisy, Daisy. I'm just giving up my future partner.
Yeah.
Maybe I examine the window.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez. B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
Oh, okay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point. She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I don't know. At this point...
What difference does it make?
Yeah.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Let's go to the fucking island.
Of course. I mean... How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
I wonder if that was an option I could have done before the tribunal?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to get to the island before the tribunal.
Okay, they say no.
Okay.
Oops. Again, I just want to go downstairs. There we go.
Yeah, it's tricky to click that.
There's a hidden second flight. Oh, there's Titus. I'll talk to Titus.
I don't remember if he was there when I got done with everything.
Quick save. I don't think there's going to be any.
I don't know.
Pressing.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man
Aww.
raises his bear in welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hart
Yeah.
can muster under any circumstances.
Superstar the ship.
Yeah.
Well, cheers anyway, Copper. Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Lizzie and Angus, They were just stupid kids. Didn't realize the shit they got into before it was too late. I feel responsible for both. For all of them, really.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit. Well, yeah. Memento mori. Right.
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
Or you might die of a heart failure. Or syphilis.
Hey. Fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea.
I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows. Maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys. Don't know? Don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
He shrugs and tries to look uninterested. His clenched jaw says otherwise. If anything, it's another score for him to settle one day. It'll have to wait for now.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Shamrock. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
No, let's see what's this in chat.
Oh, we're just talking about the tribunal.
Oh, okay. The Molotov.
Yeah.
Oh.
If on like day one when you first get your horrific necktie, if you have a high enough inland empire, it starts talking to you.
Oh gosh.
And then when you buy those like blue spirits from the guys down by the fishing village, the tie asks to be dunked in there.
Oh, nice.
And then right before the tribunal says it's time,
Oh,
you
that's
can
awesome.
it as a Molotov.
Oh gosh.
Throw it right in Cordy's face.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, I went with a high purple stat and high inland empire on my run, so that was nice to see.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. I needed to specify that. Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad. Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass. Yeah, I don't know. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Aww.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself.
Oh.
Stepping onto that balcony.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
I wonder if there's any new dialogue with Martin Martinez. I don't think I've ever gotten his real name.
Hi,
Yeah.
gendarme.
I don't know if he ever gets it to you.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Oh yeah, I can't talk to that guy.
He's like,
ooh, is this what's her name?
Cindy.
Cindy's doing.
Yeah.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skunk. The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Oh, jeez.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to...
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens.
Okay.
See if
It's better that way.
It's better that way. Safer.
I absolutely did that.
Oh, you can do that?
You can do that.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
quest you just picked up.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
I think you can talk to Cindy about her masterpiece, too.
Yeah, or if she's still in the same place.
Yeah. No, she's not up there.
She's gone. You might be able to check the communist place.
She might be in that room next to it.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I think that's where she sleeps. Guess they're not here yet.
Oh.
Yeah, the coffee pot.
Where's the room it's
It's just down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Is this
Yeah.
one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I imagine. I guess she's not in here. I thought she'd be around somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Oh well. Okay, oh yes, we're going to go to the fishing. Oh, do I have cigarettes?
I don't think you have any.
Yeah.
You can buy them from the convenience store.
Yeah. I don't know if Kim will let me bum one off him.
Yeah.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
I wonder if the limp will increase my likelihood of...
She sounds almost disappointed. Reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
No, it did not.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Okay, so maybe the tar drying is kind of the, the gate.
Yeah.
Just got back to... Oh. No voice lines for this. Oh, fortification.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
And that iron. That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great.
They got actual kids to voice these.
And we make a fire. We make a fire. Gather the sticks for the fire and bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets. They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of it.
Yeah.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know. we ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't a fire guy. There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
You're not gonna say children are stupid?
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back
what's
floats
this?
on the calm mirror of the sea.
Oh,
Its
I should
two
get the
seats
boombox
are
out.
empty.
I think the boombox comes out regardless.
Oh, okay.
But I guess you could take it out just to make sure.
The boat's belly is a shiny yellow color, industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water, along with the factory number, A72. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank.
Oh
You
yeah,
won't be going
you take
back
the
and
engine and I'll
forth
hold the
on this.
boombox.
Is this like another point of no return then?
Yes,
Oh.
this will take you into sort of the final act of the game.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Are there any other loose threads I want to tie up before this, or?
The only thing I can think of was the church. Maybe there was
Oh, okay.
stuff going on there,
Yeah.
a bit, but and if you wanted to set the artwork on fire,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are the only quests I remember.
I could try and talk to the communists again, but I'd have to wait
Yeah.
the whole day.
I think there are ways to pass time by like sitting on benches, but if you want to just power forward, that would be fine too.
Let's see what the checks of the church are like.
Good morning! Yeah!
Oh, 42.
Yeah.
This is interfacing. Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember having. I know you have those like
Yes,
gloves that
what
have
is it?
good.
Yeah. Oh, this is logic.
Mm-hmm.
I need some pretty high logic.
Yeah.
Oops. Alright, let's see what kind of interfacing and logic clothing we have. Let's see. Interfacing is already a +2 interfacing.
Yeah, interfacing is yellow.
And
I think your
logic's
gloves have interfacing on them.
There's logic here. It's minus logic. Here's interfacing.
Oh yeah, but you.
Oh,
yeah.
that's +2. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, you might need to spend some points if you want to get these. Oh yeah, the hat has logic.
I have a better logic hat.
Yeah. This is a better look anyway.
Yes.
Oh, and you have that jacket has logic.
Oh yes, nice. Okay, it's +4 logic.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have 3 points I can put in.
Oh, you have 5 now?
Well, I meant for logic.
Oh, for logic,
specifically,
yeah.
Yes, what is it?
28.
You don't.
Hey, good roll.
You already
Nice.
have.
a long time ago. These thoughts formed in you somewhere in a long-forgotten discussion behind the kitchen table in the evening light, drinking coffee and smoking with a friend.
What?
Mm.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
Then the Pale is... But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not. I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes, like a cancer or a mold, erupting in points inside the world. According to this, how long... And information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data?
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
Of course! A pinewood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers. Yes, but still, I have considered the same. And the bad news is, there were 7 such pinewood churches built in the first decade of Revachol settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development? I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them. You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
I don't think...
Then go tell them.
Okay.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can find around this particular point in space.
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
Like, I just like the line from Kim, "Thank you, egghead."
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk,
okay.
the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Ah.
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through pail, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or the echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything. Anytime.
Okay. We still have
Egghead, yeah.
Yes.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
I can. Let's see first. Do I have any more interfacing? Yeah, I have plenty of room to put interfacing points in, so just because this is
Good
short.
morning! Yeah!
Side chain.
Woo!
Beat.
What does it even mean?
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals. The compressor controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux side chain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the headspace.
Side chaining.
Side-chaining it, you said.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence, still listening to his headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead, Cop Man? Did you break him?
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
I was born ready, Egg.
That says there's a check you can't fail coming up, so you should quick save before it.
Okay. After this check.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
This is beauty! This is life!
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
God damn it! This dance club idea might just work out.
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Pump it! Pump it!
Who will be the innocence of hardcore anodic dance music?
The innocence of nice.
Yeah.
So where's this check?
I don't know. They say it's with Kim. I didn't do this, so I don't remember.
They said it's authority?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you had that authority hat. I don't remember if you had any other authority gear. It's usually like cop stuff that has authority on it,
Yeah,
if I
let's
remember.
see. Let's check our hats. Okay. Did I have an authority check yet?
Yeah, I thought you might have, but I can't remember what it is.
It's like a trench coat, I think.
Yeah.
Where are you? The suggestion.
Is it that gray one a row up? Or there's like a brown one kind
This
of in
one?
the middle. Oh, that's suggestion. Yeah. Oh, maybe the armor, Jeff says.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, here's the... I had this for hand-eye coordination. Okay. Oh, I have the armor on.
Okay. Oh, it's pain threshold volition. What's that black jacket? Or
this one?
Next to that. Oh, let's read a corn shivers.
I did have glasses that gave me negative on authority. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have +1. Click save. I talked to Kim.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay, Andre, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man.
Okay. Oh, savoir faire, okay.
Okay. Ooh,
got shot in the hip. Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright, let's try it. So, let's see if I have any savoir faire stuff.
Yeah.
I think I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those... Were those glasses?
Oh, yeah, it's yellow. I thought it was purple for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it's minus.
Yeah.
Tracing. Okay. I've got +1.
Yeah. You have, I think, points to spend if you wanted to on this one.
Assuming I could try it again.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to
Looks
see
like
you.
I can.
Close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Your aching leg doesn't want you to imagine anything, however. It just wants to lie down and rest.
I hope you're not trying to dance with that leg of yours. Healing from a gunshot wound takes time and patience. Be careful.
Goodbye, officer.
There we
that
go.
one.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Close your eyes and dream of
But just
your aching.
I hope you're not trying to dance with that leg of yours. Healing.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright.
Do you want to reload or point again?
I'll do one more point. That wasn't quite a coin flip.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You
There
close
we
your
go.
eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
Oh.
Here it will begin. Who fucking cares? Good. You should be. Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone. This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself. Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
I'm gonna let you in on a little
Oh,
secret.
this is a new... Yeah.
Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the
Oh, I didn't know that. But it makes sense.
The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn to rule the world. Yes, it's all true. In the spinal cord.
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Foolhardy! Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you
feel some of that damage
all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
God, what is this?
You have become a
flawless
interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone
Oh my
approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called
Oh my gosh.
entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear. Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god! No way!
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second.
Oh no, what have I done to Egghead?
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm. The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asu, are you going to dance?
No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music. The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion. The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The light reflects off his glasses, giving him the appearance of a surgeon in the middle of a tense procedure. He's having trouble adjusting to the new reality.
What's happening? How the hell are you dancing with that broken leg of yours? Good for you. Rock on then. What?
Okay. Oh god. Alright. It's red, so we got one chance in this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is more important than keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Oh, it is an authority check, you were right.
Are you kidding? Get my what on? Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus some... Is that Ubi folk dancing?
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
Check this shit out. I'm glad I'm recording.
Yes. The lieutenant begins to heel kick.
Oh my.
With such intensity, it's reasonable to
fear, he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
There he goes.
So good.
Oh my god.
The motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Here we go again! Hardcore fills the air! The sound above my head!
The what now? The sound above your what?
Above my hair, man!
Okay, this is too imbecilic. Excuse me.
Turn on the hyperdrive.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stave church, built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
I am La Bachelière.
Oh, another voice. Yeah.
I am the city. I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill. The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space. You are an officer of the citizens' militia, jaunt in rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete.
Yes, my mission here is complete.
All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright. Guess I'm done.
Yeah, that was great. I'm so glad I got to see that. I didn't get to see that in my playthrough.
I still have... the only thing left to do is, like the communist stuff.
Yeah.
How long is the stuff on the boat to the end of the game? Is that something we could fit into another stream? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think there's enough there for another stream.
Okay. So I might maybe you'd rest on a bench or find some other way to burn time.
Yeah.
Visit the communists one last time and then end the stream there, and we'll finish the game up.
Okay.
Next week.
And it looks like you did pick up a couple quests to talk to Plaisance and the dice
Oh,
maker.
that's right. Yeah, we should go do that too. Oh, and I have to do this too. I gotta get some smokes.
Yeah.
I think... Is it the store down here that sells them?
Yeah, just past the whirling, I think.
I did find some money.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
You just I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have to like click on this, right?
Oh yeah.
Or that.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine.
Oh, these are drugs.
Nasal
Yeah.
sprays and blister packs.
Yeah, I think that's
here?
it.
A colorful display of
There we
cigarettes and
go.
alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
Should we talk to first? Maybe Plaisance.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto. Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes! It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element.
Oh my. I'm pretty sure ice or thunder is the 6th element, but whatever.
I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime. No, you're right, officer. You've convinced me. It is a great idea. Thank you for the inspiration. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with? What do you mean, the actual source? Earlier, you told me there was no curse. What?
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts.
How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
I mean, the Final Fantasy 14 player wants to select this one.
I do like that one. Very endwalkery.
Yes.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends.
Oh, that's good.
No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers round here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Let's see if she has any more dialogue.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Okay. Bye-bye, Annette. I think something popped up around my head.
I'm not sure what that was. That's. Oh, maybe the hairdresser.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to get my flashlight.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach? I'm listening. Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen Kim, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this? So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
Just Martinez? In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Maybe we should say hi to the bear fridge one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Put a dead body in there. I wonder if the tribunal goes any differently if you never take the dead body down.
Yeah, I'm curious.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Okay, let's see how much time I can pass on the bench.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you want to set that on fire?
Oh, I'm saving that for last.
Okay. That's a good way
this
to do
bench
it.
is occupied by this man.
Officer.
Oh, it's this
Care to
guy.
play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone.
Oh.
I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly, it was not the case. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Oh, I saw my flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried with No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable. I repeat, an absolute cant. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that. I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything really. But you must need something.
I'm glad I did miss that.
Yeah.
That's definitely a dialogue I wouldn't want to have missed. Can I still sit on the
worn and
bench?
beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, gosh.
Didn't realize that.
How do I pass the time? Your wall. No communists here. I don't know if there's some other way I can pass the time or not. Because it's a lot of time I need to pass.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the thrilling conclusion of the literature I read.
Yeah.
Oops, I think I went back out on the balcony. Yep. It sounds like I can't go to the harbor anymore.
Yeah, that's all locked up.
Oops.
That's a wall that has a check.
What is?
You remember that you were looking for a check for like a back
yard
wall? It's on the left there, I think.
Oh,
there.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Since these artistic impulses are infectious.
Okay. Ted says there's a board game for sale in the bookstore that you can play with Kim.
Oh, okay. Let's try that. Well, let's, I don't know if I've done much conceptualization.
Yeah. I don't know if you can complete this without Cindy being around.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it'd be worth, like, spending a point on.
Yeah, I'll probably just try the check once. Okay, well, I got those two pieces.
Just an ordinary wall.
It's still
Nothing to see
3%.
here.
Yeah.
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Okay, let's go buy a board game. Thanks for the heads up.
I think it's on the table in the middle there.
Oh, okay, that's right.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous
Oh.
types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Let's see. This is around here. We're all.
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
I've heard that
they
too.
have
Yep.
rituals where they try to summon entities.
Yep.
Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
My art teacher, Grace Luthen, thought this exact thought.
Yeah.
She was not into D&D. Gosh. I think I can afford both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can afford one of them.
Yeah. You can go sell that check if you
Oh,
want
that's
money for
true.
the other one.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
I should have got the other game. Alright.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic. The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work. The box has a nice heft to it. You hear the rattle of individual wooden tokens and feel their weight shifting back and forth. What treasures wait in store for you? Even before you open it, you can tell that this will be a meaty game of grand strategy and complex player interactions.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
That's quite an analogy.
Yeah. There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components. Savor that new board game smell. A mix of wood, paper, and ink, all wrapped in the sweet must of cardboard. Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel. The colorful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this.
Is this some Puerto Rico shit?
Yeah, it sounds like
Only one way to find out.
If you didn't know, Jeff, Puerto Rico is a famous board game with some extremely colonial undertones.
Yeah.
And I know. I only mentioned Jeff because I know you and I and Ted are already familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jeff is aware of it.
Yeah. Just I know has played a lot of Spirit Island.
That's true.
Which is
yeah.
kind of a reaction to Puerto Rico.
That's true. Yeah.
The instructions are opaque at first and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol. Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points. That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners. Remember, there are many paths to victory in Suzerainty, but successful players will find one strategy and commit to it wholeheartedly. The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
I think I can definitely tell the makers of this game are big, like, tabletop enthusiasts.
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several
Daisy,
punch boards
on the
with
keyboard.
other cardboard components
Daisy,
that will
are you
need
being
to
a
be
pest?
punched out before you can play.
Punch out the cardboard piece.
That should take some time.
Token
Yeah.
makes a satisfying as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to
each card.
Hey, Daisy!
Satisfying.
You skipped Kim's dialogue.
Soon, a neat
All
pile
right.
of cardboard
You
coins
picked the
and
same one,
counters
though.
has
Okay.
accumulated before you.
What?
Oh, there we go.
You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Aww.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Sefre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, gray marble block tokens. From the Semenine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. And from Supramuindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
Oh, those are nice.
You hold the open game box before you. The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Go wide?
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game
Hell yeah.
6 hours. I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time.
Oh, no. Suggest, alright. I need some suggestions.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm -1 on suggestions, so let's see.
Oh, that
shirt.
You taking off that shirt.
Rip the shirt off. Kim, let's play. Okay. Now. This one, alright, it's +1 suggestion here now. Drama. Rhetoric. Oh.
I think that's the same slot.
Oh. Oh, and I was looking at blue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my suggestion, yeah. Okay. And that one I hovered over is the same slot.
I think so. It looks like a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one seems better since it doesn't have a penalty to half-life.
Yeah.
Imagine me trying to suggest something to Kim while wearing this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That should be like a -2 specifically. Good lord. Okay. Well, I have +1.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And you don't have -1 anymore.
Yeah. I have more points I can put in.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, whoops, I have to... That's right, I should get the board game out.
The suzerainty box is heavy and slightly... What? Does the lieutenant hate fun? Is he the fun police? The lieutenant gives you a sour look. He may or may not hate fun.
Oh, I already have a bonus to it.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Oh yeah, persistent is the +1.
Have you tried goading him?
I know, I crushed your ass.
Hey, what's your language in front of the
In your
child?
dreams, maybe. I've thrashed my share of trash talkers before. Now, come on, let's put childish things aside.
Ignore them.
It's not even making me put skill points in it.
What is it if not an elaborate game?
Oh, God.
Logical inference, attention to detail, the ability to analyze your opponent's motives.
I do feel like my thinking has become somewhat rigid. Maybe a little diversion to keep the mind limber.
He is absolutely going to kick your ass.
Yes, absolutely.
See? He's doing the hard work himself. All he needed was a little nudge.
Alright, you've convinced me. How do we play?
You explain the basic setup procedures to the lieutenant, who seems to be a quick study. You each take your bag of tokens and counters and unfold the board between you. In the center is the crown of Revachol. Radiating outward are her colorful vessels, each one supplying some raw material desired by the suzerain. Apricots from Safre, archaeological treasures from Ilmarat, sugars from the Seminine Islands, and magenta cocaine from Supra Muindi and Sara Maritza. There's also a neat little log to keep track of your progress, in case you need to put the game away and return to it later. The lieutenant goes first. He draws a contract card and moves several of his workers to the Safre territory of the board, and the others to the Seminine Islands.
Alright, detective, your turn.
You have a few options available to you. Will you try to fulfill contracts right away, or rearrange your workers to maximize production on future turns? Remember what the rulebook said. You'll want to choose a strategy early on.
Do whatever Kim did.
You draw a contract card offering a number of coins in exchange for archaeological treasures. You place all your workers on the Ilmarat territory. On your next turn, you produce 6 units of archaeological treasure and fulfill the contract for a handful of coins.
Not bad, detective.
Not good enough, the lieutenant seems to be saying. As he completes his own contract card, the lieutenant is rewarded with 4 coins and a round wooden token that he places in the center of the board.
That's a market. It's worth 2 victory points. Don't worry, it was mostly just luck. You learned some points.
What is that, Pat? you're one of the suzerain's trusted administrators. You may need to put the lieutenant in his place.
Glower silent.
The lieutenant returns your baleful look with a satisfied grin. Come on, is that your game face? You're practically broadcasting your position to the lieutenant with that expression. Glancing over the board, you see several possible strategies. Pressing more workers into service would increase your economic output and help you to survive a possible conflict with the lieutenant. Or you could ignore your labor supply and focus on fulfilling contracts for points and resources.
I already invested into fulfilling
Those
contracts.
aren't your only options. You could also show your workers how much you appreciate them by investing some of that wealth in them. After all, they're the ones producing wealth for the suzerain. Well, sure, you can do that. It's just not a terribly effective strategy, but then it's up to you. Who cares about workers or territories when the real action is in Revachol? You spend your turns fulfilling contracts for sweet coins and one-time bonuses. After several turns, you have a neat pile of cardboard coins and several units of archaeological treasure, which you trade in to build a museum. You place a cylindrical piece of wood on the Revachol section in the middle of the board. It's meant to stand in for a beautifully adorned edifice filled with ancient wonders.
Well played, Detective. That museum is worth 3 victory points.
Ted says I definitely played this game to lose by advancing the cause of communism.
Now it's the lieutenant's turn to respond. He moves aggressively onto the Safri territory. Soon, his workers are producing a steady supply of extremely valuable apricots. For several turns, you struggle to respond to the lieutenant's burgeoning apricot empire. Eventually, you relocate the majority of your workers to Supremawindi and Saramaritsa, where they begin producing a bumper crop of cocaine tokens. You draw a new contract card. According to the text, there's an aristocrat willing to trade a large supply of cocaine for a number of coins and access to a rare bonus. Amplified music worth 7 victory points.
Like hardcore music?
You've reached a critical strategic juncture. How do you respond to the lieutenant's aggression? It takes several turns, but you slowly begin accumulating the cocaine necessary to complete the contract. When you do, it practically rains cardboard coins on your side. Despite your conspicuous display of wealth, the lieutenant still has a formidable store of coins and resources. The end game is upon you. How will you spend the vast resources you've acquired for the glory of the suzerain? Flipping through the manual, you find the most expensive structure in the game. The Revacholian victory column, worth 12 victory points. If you can successfully build it, victory would be all but assured. Alternatively, you could try launching a trade war to crush the lieutenant's economy, or you could blow all that money on the education system for your worker tokens. The choice is yours. Using the substantial coins and resources you've accumulated from diligently fulfilling contracts and constructing trade routes, you spend your final turns constructing the ultimate structure in the game, the Revacholian victory column. With a triumphant flourish, you remove a rectangular token from one of the satchels and place it next to your museum cylinder in the center of the board.
That's the problem with certain games. At some point, they just end as though no one expected the players to make it that far. Now, let's tally up the scores, shall we?
Computing the final scores is almost a game unto itself. You each spend an inordinate amount of time making stacks of coins, consulting tables, and struggling with basic addition and multiplication. After double, then triple checking your maths, you have your final score. 35 victory points. The suzerain will be extremely pleased.
I've got 26
Oh, wow.
Looks like you won convincingly. Well played, detective. Now let's clean up and get back to work.
You hold the open game box before you.
Okay, that burned
about 4 hours.
Yeah. I say get the other board game, but we could maybe do that next week.
Yeah, that'd be fine. It's getting
past
late.
11. We're getting close to 3 hours, so
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot.
Do you want to do that tonight?
Yes.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull. The fuel oil with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message.
You've been policed.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Alright.
Just got punched, put this flashlight away. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
This is... just doing your save.
Alright. Made a lot of disco progress today.
We did.
Next week might be the last episode.
Yeah, I start thinking of another game to play. I do have one in mind. We'll see.
Okay. Cool.
But thanks for sticking around, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see if we finish this stuff next week. I'm excited. I've really enjoyed this game so far.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great moments.
Yeah, it's a very good, well-formatted game for streaming.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. So I'll miss it when it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for Jeff.
Especially for Jeff.
Late over the East Coast.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you guys Friday or some other time this weekend.
Yep.
Good night.